Betsy, and I was diagnosed with early breast cancer on 2 months ago, actually, and I was referred to Dr. Kalus from my breast surgeon. I heard Dr. Kalus before. He's been in the area for quite some time, so I trusted that I was in good hands, but I didn't really know until I got there, and I met Dr. Kalus, and I met him and his staff, and they're both very warm and welcoming, and most importantly, they made me feel good. I had to have a double bilateral mastectomy, and it was very intense to hear that at my age of 40, that I'd be losing both of my breasts. So I obviously had to take a lot in, process it. Dr. Kalus was very kind and moving me through the whole process, talking to me about it, all the options, all the scenarios that could possibly happen, and I just felt the most comfortable with him. You know, I did speak with other surgeons as well, and they wanted to do the surgery in 3 different surgeries, and Dr. Kalus said he could do it in 1, which was huge for me. Obviously, you know, the more you can get back to your normal lifestyle and routine, work, etc., is the best. So I really liked that, but he also just really heard me and kind of addressed my needs, my wants, and what I was asking for. And he definitely delivered in the end. And I'm 17 days post-op, cancer-free, and I love my results with Dr. Kalus. Yes, so Dr. Kalus did explain that, you know, every now and then these surgeries do take more than 1. But, you know, given my age and my health history, we thought we could do it all at once. But most importantly, he had a very good percentage rate of doing it at one time, which was also nice to hear. He has a very calm, soothing demeanor about him, and, you know, very much looks you in the eye, treats you like a patient, not a number, for sure. And, you know, like I said, all this you're just taking in, and it's very overwhelming. So the fact that he sat there and talked to me face to face, answered any questions I had, you know, no matter what the time was, no matter if he had another patient, he was very good about doing that. So I definitely felt like I was in good hands. I had heard of his name, like I said, from other people in the area as well. And I think he is very experienced with doing the mastectomies, which is nice. So, you know, a lot of doctors just do the fun plastics. He knows how to do all of it. And that was very comforting, knowing that you were going in and having a whole new set of breasts after cancer. Yes, it definitely changed my appearance. And, you know, going in, you do, you know, lose confidence, especially, again, I'm, you know, a young lady, not married. So the aesthetics is very, very important to me. And Dr. Kalus understood that very much. So even though it is different, totally different from what I had, and I was very happy with what I had prior, I am happy with what I have in the end results. He definitely helped my confidence level, because, you know, you never know what you're going to get. I mean, you don't know how it's going to end up. And he delivered in every sense of the fact that I still have my confidence. I still feel like a woman. I still look good, thank goodness, thanks to Dr. Kalus. Oh yeah, my biggest fear was waking up with no breast at all, and Dr. Kalus said, you know, that could be an option. We'd wrap you up and we'd go back at a later date and do it if that were the case. But again, he said, I feel confident that with your situation we can do it all at one time. You know, waking up without breast, as he explained, can be very mentally hard on a woman, for sure. And he said, and if that's the case, you know, he's very kind and said, if that is the case, we can definitely talk to you and have therapists on standby to help. You know, we're always here to talk you through that, which made me feel good too, you know, because again, you might be waking up with a body part that's no longer there. So Dr. Kalus is, like I said, he and his staff made me feel very comfortable. Every time I called, they were real good to answer the phone and answer all my questions in detail, very responsive, very quickly. And they definitely treated me like anybody would want to be treated, you know, going through something so delicate. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, it was just recent. I'm 17 days post-op, so I just found out last Thursday that I was cancer-free and that I now have breasts, and everybody said they looked wonderful. I was happy and pleased with the way they looked as well. Again, I woke up from a surgery not looking too much different from what I did, you know, prior to me going under surgery. So again, it was amazing, because he had, you know, he reconstructed something out of nothing, and it made me feel pretty much close to normal. So it was probably the happiest day of my life at this point, honestly. You hear that news and you don't know what you're going to come out with. So it was very comforting to know the way I look and the way I feel afterwards. Like I said, I can go out to work and go on with my life, and now I'm cancer-free, and I feel confident in the way I look, thank you to Dr. Kalus. We were very fortunate we called it early. Like I said, it was it was a big thing because I'm kind of young to have it, and it was my very first mammogram, and not being married and losing a body part's a huge, huge deal for a woman. Yeah, they took out every bit of my breast tissue, so there was absolutely no breast tissue left whatsoever. So when we say reconstruction, it is a full reconstruction. And I think that's the biggest thing of all, is that he has to make something out of nothing. And he did. He had to recreate my breasts to where they look as normal as possible and make me happy. And he accomplished that and achieved that in every sense of the word, which I'm so incredibly grateful for. Here's the difference between me, augmentation all day long he can do. You just want to go in for regular augmentation, Dr. Kalus is the man for the job, absolutely. As you know, there's lots of competition in the area, there's lots of plastic surgeons, but Dr. Kalus has a percentage rate of doing the surgery all in once, and that's huge because a lot of doctors may just do the fun stuff. They don't necessarily know how to do a bilateral, mastectomy and make you look good when you come out in the back end, especially doing it in one surgery. That's what's huge about it. I would recommend to anybody, Dr. Kalus, especially because people love to tell you, go here, go there. I have a friend, I have a cousin. Everybody has somebody that did this. And there's lots of good plastic surgeons in the area, but Dr. Kalus is very, very familiar with doing the mastectomy, and that's important when you're talking, it's a huge body part that you want to reconstruct. I went to Dr. Kalus because I wanted to look my best, and he made me look my natural best. I would definitely recommend him to anybody who was going in through a breast augmentation or a reconstruction.